Right now, you are probably a few steps away from more food than your ancestors saw in a month. A door, a shelf, a screen, and it appears. You will eat today without once wondering if you'll eat at all. For almost the entire human story, 300,000 years, no one was ever that sure. Every single meal had to be found, dug, chased, or killed, and sometimes it simply wasn't. Hunger wasn't a feeling that passed in an afternoon, it was the background of being alive. And yet the people who lived that way were not the desperate cavemen you're picturing, gnawing on raw meat in a cave. What they actually ate and how they got it is stranger, smarter, and far more human than the cartoon in your head. So let me show you what early humans really ate. Let's start by killing the biggest myth of all. When you picture a caveman's dinner, you picture meat, a huge slab of it, dripping over a fire. But for most early humans, most of the time, that picture is wrong. Meat was the prize, the celebration, the thing you bragged about. It was not the thing that actually kept you alive day to day. What kept you alive was far less dramatic. It was a handful of berries, a fistful of seeds, roots and tubers dug out of the ground with a stick, nuts cracked open between two rocks, the unglamorous, reliable, gathered food that was there whether or not the hunt went well. And most days it didn't. Because here is the thing nobody tells you about hunting. It usually fails. A hunter could walk for hours, throw everything he had, and come home with nothing. For days in a row. You cannot feed a family on a maybe. So while the hunters chased the big, exciting calories, it was the steady, patient work of gathering, often done by the women and the children, that filled the stomach almost every single day. In many of the groups we've studied, gathered plant food made up the majority of the diet. The dramatic part of the story fed them sometimes. The boring part fed them always. But when the hunt did work, it changed everything. And the way our ancestors hunted is one of the most astonishing things about us. We are slow. We have no claws, no fangs, no real speed. By every rule of the wild, we should be the prey, not the predator. But we had one weapon almost nothing else on Earth has. We don't overheat. We sweat. We have almost no fur, and we walk on two legs. So under the midday sun, a human can keep moving long after a faster animal has to stop and cool down. They didn't outrun their prey. They outlasted it. They would pick one animal and simply follow it, walking, jogging, tracking, for hours, in the worst heat of the day until the animal's own body gave out and it collapsed, unable to take another step. We are the marathon runners of the animal kingdom, and we ate because of it. And when they finally brought it down, they wasted almost nothing. Forget the clean cuts of meat, you know. The richest prizes were the parts we throw away today. The fat, the organs, the liver, packed with more nutrients than almost any food on Earth. And the bones, they would crack them open for the marrow inside, a soft, fatty treasure that few other predators could even reach. To a starving body, fat was life. The whole animal was used, down to the last scrap, because the next one was never guaranteed. And then there is the invention that may have created us. At some point, our ancestors did something no animal had ever done with its food. They cooked it. And this was not a small thing. Cooking is like digesting your food before you even eat it. Heat breaks food down, kills what could make you sick, and unlocks calories that raw food keeps locked away. A raw meal can cost your body enormous energy and hours just to process. A cooked one gives up its energy almost for free. Some scientists believe this is the secret reason we became human at all. With cooking, we suddenly got far more fuel from every single bite, and that surplus of energy could go somewhere new, into building a bigger, hungrier, more expensive brain. Our guts got smaller. Our brains got larger. It is possible that the fire we cooked over is the reason you were smart enough to wonder about it now. There was one food, though, that they prized above almost everything else. And it might surprise you. It wasn't meat, it was honey. Pure, dense, golden energy. The most concentrated burst of calories in the entire natural world. Our ancestors were willing to climb cliffs and brave thousands of stings to get it. And to find it, some of them struck one of the strangest deals in all of nature. There is a little bird, the honey guide, that actually leads people to wild beehives. It calls, it flies ahead, it waits, guiding a human straight to the honey. The humans break open the hive, take the honey, and leave the wax behind for the bird. Two completely different species working together to raid a third. And that deal is still alive today. So that craving, that pull you feel towards sweetness, isn't a flaw. It is an ancient instinct that once led your ancestors to one of the most valuable things they could ever find. But for all of it, the gathering, the hunting, the honey, one hard fact ruled their entire lives. Food did not come evenly. It came in waves. A great kill or a tree heavy with fruit meant a sudden flood of food, far more than anyone could save in a world with no fridges. And then, sometimes, nothing for days. So their bodies adapted to the only strategy that made sense. When food was there, eat, gorge, store it on your own body as fat for the lean days everyone knew were coming. That instinct to eat all you can, especially the sweetest, fattiest food in front of you, kept your ancestors alive through every famine. You still carry it. It's just that, for you, the famine never comes anymore. And there was one more thing they did that we have almost forgotten. They shared. A single hunter might bring down an animal far too big to eat alone. So he gave it away, across the whole group. Not out of pure kindness, but because it was the smartest savings account in the world. Feed others today, and when your own hunt fails, they feed you. The meal was the original bond. To be human was to eat together, and to make sure the person beside you ate too. Which brings us to the strangest twist of all. For 300,000 years, the whole problem was getting enough. Every instinct you carry was built for a world where food was scarce, hard-won, and never certain. Crave the fat, crave the sugar, eat while you can. And then, in just the last eye blink of our history, we solved it. We made food endless, cheap, a few steps away at any hour in any amount. We won the oldest war our species ever fought. And now those same ancient instincts, the very ones that kept your ancestors alive, quietly work against us in a world with no famine left to survive. We spent almost our entire existence afraid of going without. We were never built for a world of too much. We followed their days and their nights. Now you've seen what kept them alive. Subscribe, and we'll keep digging up the parts of being human we left behind.